Day of the Dead from 2008? They remade Day of the Dead? And it stars Ving Rhames? But he was in the Dawn of the Dead remake. And he doesn't play the same character? Theme song?
Cartoons Reviews! Cartoons Reviews!
If you want to watch Day of the Dead, check the link in the description. So, it's October, which means I'm doing 2 reviews every week. This year I'm doing zombie movies. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, throw a like to know when the next review comes out. So, Day of the Dead from 2008. This doesn't really have very much in common with the original Day of the Dead. They go to a bunker at one point, but that's about it. So we start off with some teens, and at a party, we find out a little while later that the boy is the younger brother of Mena Suvari's character, and she is a soldier.
Corporal Cross!
Ving Rhames is like her commander. The military is blocking the roads in and out of the town. They're telling people it's like a training exercise, and then later they're like, oh, there's a flu outbreak.
Sir, my orders are to keep this road sealed off for the next 24 hours.
Well, it's zombies. Well, we get a clue early on that this writing's not going to be the best. When Mena Suvari's character, she befriends this nerdy soldier who he says his friends call him Bud. Not Bub, which is the name of the zombie in the original, but Bud. And at one point, Suvari pulls out a pistol, and Bud's kind of like scared and surprised.
Oh, shit.
It's like, I don't care how nerdy you are. If you're in the military, you're not really going to be surprised someone has a firearm. That's kind of like their thing. So there's also another great writing when Suvari's character, she just leaves her post to go check on her mom and brother. And then Rhames' character, gets her on the radio and doesn't really seem that to care that she abandoned her post.
Where are you?
I need to take my mother to the hospital, sir. Over.
Oh, I'm headed over there right now to see if I can find some missing doctors. You get back to that roadblock ASAP.
But I didn't mind the first act when things were building up. It was okay. It's kind of generic. Some, world building. She comes from a small town. She kind of hated it, but now she's posted back and she had abandoned her mom and her brother. And then, so that's all fine. Then the full-scale zombie outbreak happens, and it is bad. These are fast zombies, which I don't automatically hate, but the action is so poorly done. It's really hard at times to follow with the editing and the camera work. And these zombies, they must have had really a good deal on jump pads, because they are jumping out windows and all sorts of jumping around. Maybe they're like House of Pain. That one's for my Gen X kids out there. But that section's terrible. Suvari, she does a decent job as the soldier. She's just trying to take care of her brother and his girlfriend. Nick Cannon is there. He's the jerky soldier and doesn't do much besides being a jerk. He's a jerk to her. He's like, oh, I heard, that you are promiscuous.
Yeah, I heard about you. You and the homie Henry Fenton was hitting it for a couple months, right?
You and your homie got your wires crossed. It didn't happen.
You say so.
And, oh boy. Another bad writing moment comes up when they're sort of making makeshift weapons, and he takes a knife, a sort of a machete type knife, and puts it on a stick. And Bud's like, hey, nice spear, trying to be nice to him. And Cannon's like, oh, just because I'm black, I'm throwing spears.
Sweet spear. See, a black man with a sharp stick is supposed to be a spear.
What else do you call a blade on the end of a stick? Poking with a poker. I don't know. Is that trying to show that he's a jerk? I don't know. Once the zombie outbreak's in full swing, it gets better. It gets a little original Resident Evil movie, but it ain't great. It's not that original. There's basically no reason to watch this. I'm giving Day of the Dead from 2008 one thumb up. Why do a remake if it's not like the first one? It's Day of the Meh.